everybody. Welcome back. Wednesday night edition of Inside the Headset. Roll up on that plateau. Going to talk to the head coach of the Cookeville Cavaliers, head coach Jimmy Maynord. How you doing tonight, Coach?
Hey, I'm doing okay.
Well, you were able to come away with a win, and that was a big one against Siegel, wasn't it?
Well, any win's a big win, a good win. You always enjoy that, and I think it was a good football game. Siegel, I think, coach is doing a good job. Coach Renshaw and his staff have done a good job with that program. They definitely think they're a lot better, and it was a good ball game. We had some other opportunities to score some points and kind of squandered it away, but we played better. Felt like we played better, more consistent, and really, the time of possession was like 32-16, and we were still able to run the football for about 245 yards or so, but it was a good football game. Just glad to get the win.
Well, and you talked about how that Siegel was better than a lot of people thought they were, and the tailback and everything. What kind of game did he have, Coach?
Well, he broke one there at the end of the game. We did a good job defensively. We really did a good job. I know, especially the first half, they only had 12 plays the first half, but I thought we had a good plan defensively. He did break a long run there right toward the end of the game, and we were able to make an interception and keep him out of the end zone. But for the most part, I felt like we actually did a good job of preparing and didn't allow many big plays at all.
If you know anything about Cookeville, you know the man that makes it go is a kid named Stockton Owen. What kind of night did he have?
Well, he had a good night. He had like 154 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Actually had an interception there at the end of the game to seal the deal for us, and I don't know 50, 60 yards passing. Had a good night.
Well, the news has spread. You got it at the same time I did, and it is the big news of the last 2 hours here in Rutherford County, and that is that Rockville has been told to hang it up. They've been told that they cannot continue the season, and due to the COVID, they have too many kids that actually have tested positive. I was going to interview Coach Rice, Coach Maynord, and we did not get him on earlier, but walk me through a little bit just what you know. But other than what Coach Rice told you, I got my message from Steve Luker, the principal. We were headed out to do the broadcast. We were going to run into you out there and take it away a little bit about what happened at 4:30 today.
Well, Coach actually called me about 2:30, and I actually, when he called, I thought, well, maybe he's calling and wants to change the game to Thursday night. I know a lot of people have changed it Thursday night because of the weather, and so I thought that might be why he was calling. But he called and told me that that they were going to try to play the game, and I didn't know. I didn't understand that there had been an issue. I didn't know that. He said,
okay,
they wouldn't be able to practice maybe but one day. But he had several kids. He had some kids and even some coaches, I think, that maybe had been tested positive, and but he would let me know early Friday morning. And then we were on the practice field when he called. I guess it was about 4:30, and told me that they had decided that they were just going to shut them down for the rest of the year. And I hate that. I told our kids, we've been very fortunate. We've played 8 games, and I know they're always disappointed when they don't get to play a game, but I totally understand, and it's kind of, it's out of his control, and it's out of all of us' control right now, because you never know from day to day what's going to happen.
Sure does put you in an interesting spot. Now all you got to do is stay well the next 3 or 4 days and get to next week, but that'll put you in week 10, and so I guess your Friday night you'll head, as I said before, I guess you'll head over to Siegel to watch the Blackman-Siegel game, because that'll be your next opponent, and why not, Coach?
Well, exactly, and that's, we need to, that's a big game for both of us, and it's going to come down to that game, I guess, for that final spot in the playoffs, and, I know that Blackman is, the record doesn't indicate it, but they have played one heck of a schedule. I know I don't feel sorry for, or I do feel sorry for Coach Hartsfield, because that's a tough schedule he's had to play. No doubt
Yeah.
about that. I mean, the teams that are on there, and yeah, it's, I know that they still got athletes, and it's going to be a tough night for us. We're going to have to play well.
Well, Coach, we'll talk to you next week and see what you come away with, and you gather up some notes for Friday night, and we'll talk to you next week.
Hey, okay, thank you, Stuart.
All right, see you. Bye.